what it is, America. We're back. Alana Stewart is here, and her book is called My Journey with Farrah. And what I was telling Alana, as she said, this would have happened, you know, when I came out. What we were doing is we were hearing, you probably were hearing it, I was trying to focus on our guests, but we were hearing what was going on up in the director's booth. And, you know, Deb Miller's our director, and everybody's up there, you know, talking and stuff. So you know how that is, live TV.
Live TV.
Plus you and George had a talk show together.
Yes, we did.
George Hamilton, everybody, who was here last month. There they are together, back when you guys were handsome.
Look at that picture.
What a
Oh, my
handsome-looking
gosh.
couple. You and George had a talk show, and I used to watch it. It was called George and Alana. And it was
the
out of
George and
LA.
Alana show, yeah. And we had so much fun doing that show. But sometimes we would argue, too. Once I threw an Evian bottle at him, because he said he was never going to work with me again. We had a spat about some silly thing. I threw an Evian bottle at him. A glass Evian bottle, thank you. But it missed him. I wasn't going to hit him.
Yes.
And he wouldn't speak to me. And so we came out for the opening chat. He wouldn't speak. It was the opening chat, and he wouldn't talk. He sat there just like this.
Now, did you share that with the audience?
Oh, yes. I said, he's mad at me. I threw a bottle at him, and he won't talk.
See, that's like the charming stuff that I loved about the show, but it was on for a year. And would you ever come back to Daytime Talk?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. So much fun.
So let's move on. By the way, George and Alana, you guys were married for how long?
Well, we were together 10 years. We were married about 6 of those years.
And you share your beautiful son.
Ashley,
and I mean beautiful.
Yeah,
he's a good-looking, tall, strapping young man.
And he's a good guy. He's a sweet, sweet guy. Young man,
yes.
boy.
What's he, like 30 now? Something like
Ashley is 34.
34.
34. And Ashley and Sarah, who was just on, were engaged for 5 years. I was almost her mother-in-law.
So how was that meeting back there? Did you guys...
I love her. I love her. I always loved her.
Yeah.
I adore her.
Yeah, he was married to Shannon Doherty for one moment. So was he engaged to Sarah?
Sarah afterwards.
Afterwards. So now everybody's moved on, and you're here to talk about your book with Farrah Fawcett, and we definitely want to get into this. I can't help but when I look at you, I see you're like sister of Farrah. You've got the hair and the beautiful good looks. And did I hear a southern accent? Are you from Texas also?
We're both from Texas, and I think that's what our big connection was. She actually taught me how to curl my hair. With a curling iron, yeah. Well, she'd say, you curl it down, not up.
Yes. Now, did you guys know each other as schoolgirls in Texas?
No, we never met in Texas. We both came out here about the same time to do TV commercials, and we were out here, I mean, L.A., and we'd be on auditions, and that's how we met. We'd see each other on auditions.
That was back when Ultra Bright was the big toothpaste, and I could see you guys being on Ultra Bright auditions.
I did Ultra Bright commercials.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, I know my 70s commercials. So, did you guys hit it off right away?
No, we would say hello, how are you, and then about, maybe it was, I don't know, 8 or 9 years later, it was in the late 70s, we met again when she was with Ryan, and I was with Rod. We met at a dinner party, and we started to talk, and that's when we really hit it off and started to become friends.
Now, Alana mentioned Rod, as many of you already know. Alana was married to Rod Stewart, and that was before George Hamilton. After George Hamilton. Do you have children with Rod?
Hard to keep up with my marriage.
Well, that's Hollywood.
Yes, I'm afraid.
I'm learning. All right. And you guys have children? Yes. No.
I have, well, my son Ashley with George.
You and Rod.
And Rod and I have 2, Kimberly and Sean.
So, do you speak to Rod as much as you speak to George?
Not if I can help it.
Oh. Oh.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, but we don't have the same relationship that George and I have. George and I are very close. We speak 3 and 4 times a day on the telephone.
Really?
Yes.
You know, after I met him, after he came to the show, because I didn't know, how we would, get along, new black girl on Daytime Talk and stuff. I didn't know, he's old Hollywood.
He's darker than you are.
Well, you know what? We got along famously.
Of course you would. He loved you.
And he gave me a long, lingering hug, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you do.
I think I do, girl.
Okay, but Ryan and Farrah were one of the most stunning looking couples. All those teeth and that hair and those, look at the smiles.
And fun. I mean, they walked in a room and they were just the center of attention. I mean, they had such charisma together, the 2 of them. Yeah. And always, I mean, right up till the end. When they were together, there was just something special about the two of them.
Was there ever a time after their breaking up that they really didn't speak to each other and they would just share the custody of their son Redmond?
There was a brief period, but they were always in each other's lives.
I never saw you on Chasing Farrah. Did I miss that episode? Remember they had that little reality show, Chasing Farrah? Did you guys watch that? Did you watch? Okay. You watched it. You know,
I watched it, yeah.
What did you say to her when she told you that she was going to be doing a reality show? Were you
I was
for
surprised at first because she said she would never do one. But, you know, they came to her. They offered her a deal she couldn't refuse.
Yes.
And so she did it.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, she was a businesswoman. I always felt as though she knew what she was doing. And that season, she was on on Charlie's Angels for 1 year.
1 year.
In 1 year, she's like the most famous, revered, mimicked angel of all. Just, you know, incredible. So let's tell me a funny story about you girls, because I picture you, and I don't want to hear the Hollywood stories. I like the stories where in my mind, you guys jump into a convertible, you California blondes, and your hair is blowing, and you're wheeling it down Mulholland Drive. Who was doing the driving, by the way, when you girls
I always drove, and the minute she gets into anything that moves, she'd go to sleep. So I would be driving, going, wake up and talk to me, wake up and talk to me.
Yes. And would it be a convertible?
It wasn't a convertible.
Okay, well, anyway, so they're driving, Alana's at the wheel.
I will tell you this, we went 2 years ago she had the cancer then. She was being treated for cancer. But we went to Texas to visit her dad because it was her dad's 90th birthday, Big Jim Fawcett. So we went down to Texas and we had his birthday, and then we got in the car and we drove to Nacogdoches, which is my little hometown. And she came with me, and we'd stop at little diners because I heard you talking about that. You know, my southern accent's coming back, because I heard you talking about that crock pot of black-eyed peas.
Yeah.
And my mouth started to water.
Do you eat ham hock?
I don't eat ham hock. I make it with smoked turkey.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I'm the healthy one,
I was going to say, that's really the politically correct way of doing things.
But my grandmother did it with slabs of bacon.
Yes, Grandma knew.
And chitlins, boy. She knew how to, honey, Texas. Honey, please. Chicken and dumplings.
So, wow.
Cornbread, turnip greens.
All that.
Pot liquor.
Pot liquor.
Pot liquor.
What do you know about pot liquor, Alana Stewart?
I'm a Texas girl, and we lived in the country, and we had an outdoor toilet, and we lived on the back roads. Please.
Well, you've come a long, long way.
Yes, I have.
So what made you decide to write this book, My Journey with Farrah? Which is, by the way, you guys, it's a diary. You have May 20th, 2008. It really is June 9th, 2008. What made you decide, and what's in here?
Well, I've always kept diaries all my life since I was 9 years old, and I always write about everything that I'm doing. It's how I get my emotions out, and I wrote about the whole time that we were in Germany and here, and the whole time she was undergoing the cancer treatment. But I also write about what's going on in my life, too, during that whole period. And I decided to publish them because I felt that it would be a tribute to Farrah and to her bravery and her spirit. And, you know, she inspired so many people. And her message was really, don't give up, no matter what. And she didn't. She was a fighter. She really fought. And I wanted to really do a tribute to her, you know, and to her memory and her legacy, and also to the power of friendship. I mean, you know, it's not just a book about a sad, heartbreaking book.
No,
although
she caught you doing your
It
prep
is
walk.
heartbreaking at times, but she had a great sense of humor, and in the darkest of times, she laughed, and you know.
Like when she caught you coming in late
oh my
night
God,
from
yes.
staying out all night with the German man.
Yes, oh my God.
She was doing her perp walk, thought she was getting past Farrah's room.
Yeah, I was sneaking into my room, and I hear this voice call out from we were in this little town called Tegernsee, where the Lake Tegernsee, and I hear this voice call out from the adjoining room, well, the slut of Tegernsee is back.
such great stories.
She called me that the rest of the trip, and then she would like mess her hair up, and she would come stumbling into the room and pretend to be me.
Yeah. Farrah, you know, was in Germany getting cancer treatment.
Yes.
This book is really something special, a real great tribute. You're a good friend. Alana Stewart, thank you so much for being here. This book is called My Journey with Farrah. It's in stores now. Coming up next, one more hot topic.